Welcome to another episode of NOLAforever.com, and today we're actually on what I would consider the fringes of the French Quarter. So today is just a quick look at two streets that probably most people visiting New Orleans will probably not see. We're in Barracks right now, but the streets that I want to focus on today is Dauphine, right here, and this street that's right next to us, right down there, is Burgundy, and then Rampart. Now, these two streets, this is more the residential area. So right here, this is Cabrini Playground. So this is areas that tourists probably wouldn't come down to, and it's not one that's actually heavily promoted. But what I like about it is as you come down here, as you come down to this area, it's kind of like its own part of the French Quarter, where you don't hear much about it, you don't see much about it, but it's like its own world in a way. So as we're coming down here, you can actually see more beautiful French, Spanish influence structures. Some of them are probably unfinished. And it's a really small area. It doesn't really cover much. And this next street that we're coming up to is Burgundy. I kind of like that name, Burgundy. I haven't done research on why it's called Burgundy, but I like that name. And then, as you see to the left up here, that's actually a church. I think it's called Jesus the Lord Saves Church. And you get a better look if you actually go on the next street, which is Rampart. And Rampart's more of a high traffic area. And right here, right the next street over, that is Esplanade. And here we have this place called Moreau Castle. That's a cool name. But it's actually a residential area, so they have apartment buildings that you could actually rent in here. I think it's about $2,000, and you get about 550 square feet, so it isn't much, but the French Quarter real estate is pretty high. So as you walk down further, you see what I'm talking about, where this area is its own place. So you have your own park right here, Cabrini Playground. You have your own residences, but you also have your own local hangout spots too. And during the daytime, this would be just like any other neighborhood. People are living here, they're to and from work and so forth. You know, at night, it's kind of it almost seems abandoned, because nobody really comes out here except for the people who live down here. And it's probably not a place for tourists to come see at night, because there's really not much you see here. And then at night, it's probably not a good idea to come out here if you're not familiar with the area. And as you can see, more structures. I just enjoy looking at the buildings here in the French Quarter. Even though they have similar styles, they're very distinct in their own way, and you know, a lot of them are old, and so there's a lot of history to them. Yeah, and this is a local hangout spot. It's called Cosimos. This was actually established in 1934, and right here we're at the corner of Governor Nichols and Burgundy. And that's pretty much it for Burgundy and Dauphine. I just want to do this little short video because this is an area that most people probably will not see or not come to. But it is here. people do live here, and if you get a chance, come by here in the morning. Come hang out at Cabrini Playground, or come hang out at the bar.